Nakajing sokhian mar kajing yo alat ban betang ya ki kam sniew hadin bakila lat nakajing syakem hakipulen Menteri Sarkar ubari pet yakatanat social welfare uba Paul Lingdo ula pentip bahadin kajing yang lang bat usembut Menteri Rangba kajelau ubari pet yakatanat kampo yeng kila syem ya kasin jam ban pentri kam ya ka Prevention of Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act kat kandai spa prapupra bat tauru ya ka Advisory Board kaban hap po jokatega act. Habay kran bakilat patay kubor ba polling do ulay thu by take advisory board on clear the retired Justice Shivaji Pandey kumu chairman bat kuntop lang ya arngot kidukot kibatip kerteng komun ND Chulai senior advocate ka Meghalaya High Court ka Sering Yangi senior advocate ka High Court jong ka Meghalaya. Nakaliang jong ba Paul ulaong baki brio ki bajumlian banle iki kam sniew bakin tieng ya kaan kim dei ban chukot tang ha ki kot sada bat ki nongleh kam sniew lara ki ngat ha kate ka ak kin don ka jing sap tieng ban betangi ki kam sniew namar ba an amla ban ba jamin.
Today I'm here to brief you that all along what was applicable here in the state of Meghalaya was an obsolete act, meaning the NDPS, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985. There were several loopholes in the act, as all of you are aware, and some of these major loopholes also facilitated violators to circumvent the act and therefore render it ineffective. So after the series of meetings organized at my initiative, I'm now happy to inform you that after 2 meetings with the Deputy CM in charge Home Police and senior police officials, we have now been able to invoke a more severe act known as the Prevention of Illicit Traffic in Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1988. This Act of 1988 is more severe, more effective, and Meghalaya being identified under clause 10 of this act as one of the vulnerable areas. We will come to that later, but if you go to the screen and see the actual copy of this act, one is the commencement of the act itself. This act shall deemed to have come into force on the 4th day of July 1988, which is exactly 35 years ago today. And under definitions, an advisory board acts like a court of appeal, where any detainee, if he feels that he has been wrongly confined or detained, he can make an appeal before the advisory board. We have notified a 3-member advisory board comprising of, as per copies circulated to you, Honorable Mr. Justice Retired Shivaji Pandey, Chairman, then Mr. ND Chulai, Senior Advocate, High Court of Meghalaya, as member, and Mr. Sering Yangi, Senior Advocate, High Court of Meghalaya, as member. So, there have always been complaints that repeat offenders, people who keep getting in and out of either police stations or jails and keep going back to drug trafficking. This act takes care of such cases because it empowers the state to detain such persons for a period of not less than 3 months without the advisory board extending up to 6 months. However, if the case is to be, if the detention has to cross 6 months, then the matter comes under the advisory board for its consideration. The advisory board is vested with the power of validating such detentions, and the detention shall be up to 1 year under clause 7 of section 9. 1 year under clause 7 of section 9 and 2 years when read with subsection 2 of section 2, meaning ranging from minimum 3 months to a maximum of 2 years. And any person who has been detained under this order and then is released on the advice of the advisory board is also liable to be re-arrested and detained in case of fresh cases being filed against such persons. Well, I can't explain about what happened in the past. I only look forward. So when you guys made a lot of noise about people going in and out repeatedly, so I took note of that and tried to find an alternative to it. So we found that NDPS 1985 had so many loopholes, which is why even the police are frustrated because several attempts at detaining and arresting have failed because these people keep walking in and out of court and because of the inherent loopholes within NDPS. So this is a better version, and this is 3 years later after NDPS, BITS NDPS, and since it is a more effective act, we only had to constitute the advisory board, got a retired High Court judge to agree to head it, and now kajing penting kalau ba kian jungi gimdai bankut hakot sada. Ngada ngidan baru kian bagi kot tang hakot sada man ban sabiai ka kumitakaan. Tie da kabangi belielenti menta ya ka detention. Kabalong preventive detention, but hakajuk kapur kalong punitive detention tu. Tu kabut kakang ya kaban ja ka crime, but kalong kaji pencitam tu. Lada ka day she snem hadu asnem. Tu kabut non-bailable. Langat ka ni ka asnem. Tu kembak ihi ka dia ka baca dang sian ha katu ka kes Riboy district. Katu hi kala pen kenja ya kajilong open juga ni traffickers. Ti nak community ba lara kiai petangi gini kikam ti kemudian ngin invoke bet ya gini kaan ba kanang klan kaan ti kata ka jishin shapting ya kaan tu kanang jor ke aka case jong ki goods ki by David Thick tang Meghalaya kemudian ni destroy no ya ki. Dan dan pada kes kita involve ya ki inter-regional ke kes perang artli ki state government. Antung kita ya place of origin. Say for instance nomor ka Meghalaya kadai ka transit point. Apa kadai transit point kemudian kini ki mark originate nang no ki dai bandai syai. Ti nak tak ada ki beri ki omba beling imbat mangi hane. Tindrai namar ba ni apply bat ni coordinate lang bat ki state ya ka destruction kena ne ka jimbat no itu tiar la IT syaka state ka nak baki originate tindra ki dan bun ki issues ki ba long interconnected but kani nak kata kadau ke meeting at the regional level kolong very important pi ka ki dan bun ha ki brio ki ba involve aka trade but ki dei ru kinam pendandam ki drugs Henry ingi ke bakong sanduk kolong ba ngi shim ya ki record ki balong available but ki police station ti ngi shim ru ya ki inputs ke bawan naki shnong ti in the case jong ki ne ki bri ki ba la le bun sin ti kemat ka kham prinsip ingi to build up a case nak benda ba kindet under detention apo jong ka at 1980